take a break at this point, or to proceed to
Well,
debating the motion?
I'm going to take a punt and go back to Councillor Hewitt to move the motion. There was a couple of bits of commentary in amongst that, which you might care to highlight if you are prepared to move now.
I am prepared to move 8.3, and if we can bring up the wording, Leanne, please. Being satisfied after advice from HBRC, or receiving confirmation and being satisfied. We were playing with a few words over here. So
receiving confirmation from HBRC and being satisfied.
And being satisfied.
That all conditions precedent to financial close, the investment, blah, 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 blah. So that was the addition? Are
you happy with that, Peter?
Just to say on the end of 8, subject to HBRC being satisfied with dash, and then list everything in 8.
Okay.
8.1 to 8.5.
My suggestion is we take a recess to get this language pinned down.
We've got a motion on the table.
No, we've got a motion. Is someone happy to second it?
I'll second it.
No.
You have Councillor Pipes happy to second that. Well, we'll put it up there. So you've got a motion there. Let's speak to him.
Can we see it?
Sorry, Leanne, I was pressing that button by mistake.
Am I on the road there? There's 3 TV cameras in the room. Surely one of them will work.
Subject to HBRC being satisfied with.
Pull that up.
Who have you got?
Can you bring it? Is that not what you've moved there? You are the mover. It's your prerogative to be very clear in what you've moved. What does he say? So that's mover. Let's get on with this here. So, are you happy with that, as it reads there? Is that the motion you have moved? Just so we're clear. 8 as well. Well, let's get in. Maybe you start your I need my binoculars.
Yeah, no, just leave it there by
Okay.
Yep.
Subject to receiving satisfactory advice on. Just leave it run on for that. It means that all 8.1, 8.2, 8. All the rest of them are subject to us, the council being satisfied. Get that? Right in here, 8.
Subject to,
Subject to
yeah,
Council being
This is-
satisfied that.
being satisfied that, being satisfied.
Yeah, that's it.
That, yeah, take that out.
Right. Okay. It's repetitive, but that's fine.
Clear that.
Just take out untoward undertaking.
We're on with it.
Okay. Well, while we're getting up, Councillor Hewitt.
Take out the,
It will be read out before the final
no,
shot.
leave that from there. Just take out the, start with us.
Right.
Advice from, so take out the heading. Yep, that's it.
I think we're there. Councillor Hewitt, away you go. And we'll read it out before it's put. How's that? Assuming we get that far. I am indicating we will stop at 11 and we're still in debate. Well, let's... we'll go till 11. We'll get there.
Okay, Mr. Chairman and fellow councillors, and obviously a huge amount of public interest that we have here today. Ruataniwha water storage is a legacy project, and it gives me great pleasure to move this motion here on the table today that we invest up to $80 million on behalf of the Hawke's Bay Regional Council. The Regional Council has taken a tremendous leadership role in this project from the start, right from day one, and I'd like to acknowledge that. If it wasn't for the leadership the Regional Council has taken, then the needs of the environment and the needs of the people certainly wouldn't be at the forefront of this debate today. In terms of infrastructure assets, we've got a very strong history of managing infrastructure assets within the region, whether we have 100% ownership of the port, the Napier Port, which is incidentally one of the key beneficiaries of this Ruataniwha water storage project, should it proceed. It's a port of international significance, and we are incredibly fortunate that we're sole owners of it. We also have the responsibility for the Hiratonga and Ruataniwha Plains for flood protection and drainage schemes, which which our predecessors, being the Catchment Board, have established on our behalf. I'm sure at the time that when they were debating that, this was as fiercely contested as all other water issues are within our region. What we're talking about today is an enabler for resilience when our region deals with not enough water. Like our forebears have dealt with too much water, we're talking about the flip side of this. I have great experience in dealing with droughts. I know full well the pain that they place on families. Droughts don't just displace communities, they displace families. And today, if we put a peg in the stand for resilience in terms of drought-proofing this region, I think that is the most tremendous legacy that we can be leaving. At the moment, we're faced with Plan Change 6 as a hugely challenging issue within our catchment. It's putting increased pressures and uncertainty on a number of family farming businesses and throughout the community. And while we don't know the outcome of Plan Change 6, what we're doing is making sure that in terms of establishing solutions going forward, that they'll be in tandem with whatever the environmental stewardships are required for going forward as well. Irrigation's a proven enabler. We only need to look at what's gone on in Canterbury, and Opua is a tremendous example for the lessons that we can be taking. The Opua story mirrors our story so very, very strongly. They've gone through all the challenges that we're facing today and many more. And if you can look at the one message that comes out of our trip down to the to mid-Canterbury, the words that come out of it are confidence, confidence, confidence. Irrigation provides an enabler for drought resistance, and it provides an enabler for community growth, for economic viability, for social enhancement, and for environmental benefits as well. It's just the gift to the community that keeps on giving. When I speak about the environment, it's important to remember here that not one of us is intent on degrading the environment. What we're looking at today is a project that is going to enhance the environment, and I've seen firsthand the many attempts at making sure that the environment is protected hand in hand with economic development. I was fortunate to be a chair of the Ruataniwha Water Storage Stakeholder Group. This was all about the community being taken on the journey with this project and making sure that there was a tremendous appreciation from the outset for all aspects of stakeholders within our catchment. And what it's done, it's given me a wonderful appreciation from a farming perspective and from an environmental perspective. So there's not one element of this project that I have seen to date that I haven't been reassured with in terms of all the solutions that are in place for mitigations and offsets. But one of the aspects of this project that's largely going unsung at the moment is the people aspect of the project. And I'd like to acknowledge the farmers that are a huge part of this. The farming community in Central Hawke's Bay that are set to become signatories to this water user agreement just are facing incredible pressures. What they've been asked to do is sign up to a project for 35 years. This is an intergenerational commitment that is putting unbelievable pressures on families. We're not talking about a business plan where you look for 1 and 2 years and 5 years out and think how you're going. We're talking about between generations, and we can't underestimate the pressures that is putting on farming families within the community. These are the people that will be paying for this project so very, very dearly, and they will be requiring serious support. If I can refer to a presentation I was at where a gentleman from the South Island spoke about the benefits of irrigation and the pressures on farming families, but he looked at it from an intergenerational aspect, and he described the farming families as the decisions you're facing today. You need to look as if you're old and a grandfather and you've got grandchildren saying, "My goodness, either Granddad was seriously brave or he was a silly old fool. Which one do you want to be signing up?" But there's I can't overestimate the pressures that are coming on there. We've also got the pressures on the landowners within the dam footprint. What we're debating all sorts of things here, but there are landowners who are facing significant ownership changes, and that's not to be underestimated, nor is it to be underestimated the farming disruption that will come out of canals and pipes going over properties. There are significant social benefits that come out of projects such as this, and the Regional Council has been part of a process to make sure that there are strategies in place to mitigate and manage potential negative social effects and enhance the project benefits. So what I'm talking about is strategies that are currently in place for maximising benefits and opportunities locally and regionally. There are local procurement strategies in place, local employment strategies in place, and I include that in employment strategies. Trades and training needs have been assessed. There are huge opportunities for local Maori, local iwi youth. There's an example called Hitoki that comes out of a Ngāi Tahu-based scheme where there are trades and training needs that are based on young Maori, and that's certainly part of the process that we're understanding is in place to make sure locally and regionally the benefits stay in our neck of the woods as much as they can. Tech transfers in place for the uptakes of latest land, water and nutrient management practices, and there are comprehensive communication strategies in place. It's vital that we take the community on the journey with this project. It impacts all of us, from the source of the river to the sea, and the benefits of it will be shared within our whole community. I'm confident that all the contingency plans are in place here today. We've got subject to legal advice, peer review, alternative investments, conditions precedent. On it goes. The dots and I's and T's and crosses, they're all there. It's this is a leadership position, and my goodness, I'm proud to be part of it. I'd also like to acknowledge a lot of the leadership that's been played within this project from a number of people who are largely here in the room, some aren't, but many people have been involved in bringing the Ruataniwha water storage vision into reality. There's been leadership and mana and project champions along the way. And the benefits of this legacy will not come easily. There are some people who have fought very fiercely for this project to come to this stage today, and what they've suffered along the way is only truly known by themselves and their immediate families. Likewise, we've seen the great leadership from the South Island with Sir Peter Elworthy leading Opua, and we've been likened with Sir Alan Hubbard to being the facilitator for this. So look, our decision today is absolutely critical. We're here to make decisions as governors on the betterment, for the betterment of our whole community. We've seen the enhancement of environmental benefits. We've got the generation of economic, social and cultural benefits, and we're leaving a positive legacy for future generations. Thank you.